Welcome back, everyone. We're well underway with the Alicante Sup Open. We're in the sprint races. We're about to kick off the semifinals for the women. And I don't know about you, Mathieu, but I feel things are heating up right now. We've had some we've said goodbye already to some big names, some upsets, and these semifinals coming up. Wow.
Absolutely. Fiona Wild, Espe Barreras, Juliette Duhaime, and Laura Dal Pont. All of them very, very impressive until now, but I have to say I'm very happy to see Fiona Wild back on the international racing scene. She had her first victory earlier on today, and yeah, she's looking good, looking strong.
And she's happy to be back. You know, it's just she's radiating, confidence, and I'm curious to see how these sprints pan out for her. She did the long distance yesterday, and
yeah,
returning from a shoulder injury, it's always it's a big question mark.
Yeah, on paper, the favorite is Espe Barreras on the left-hand side because she's unbeaten this year. But don't rule out Juliette Duhaime and Laura Dal Pont, who's probably the most unknown girl out of them all, who's been proving a great sprinter so far. Great start, actually, by Fiona Wild on the starboard.
Fiona having a commanding start right there in the red jersey.
And Laura Dal Pont, I've just said her name, in second position right now virtually, but Juliette Duhaime pushing hard. In the middle, we know that Esperanza Barreras doesn't have the best start, but she can make the greatest comebacks especially on such a course.
And she's going to need this. She's sitting in fourth place going into the first buoy here as Fiona comes in first, does a nice turn. Laura trying to do a synchronized turn around Fiona. Doesn't seem like they're tangling. Juliette getting on the inside, very tight. Esperanza forced wide.
A bit of a wide turn for Laura Dal Pont. She's losing momentum a little bit with Juliette Duhaime attacking on the Infinity right now, probably in second spot as we speak, but at the front it's Fiona Wild, who's going to quickly get used to winning races. Again in first position on the starboard, second Juliette Duhaime on the Infinity, third Laura Dal Pont from Italy on the NSP, and Esperanza Barreras in a tough situation right now on the outside on the second buoy.
Ooh, there's paddles hitting each other. There were some clashes right there, and we see that was Laura Dal Pont going down, unfortunately.
Oh, look at that. Look at Espe pushing hard, just like she did onto Melanie earlier on. That's a fast comeback to the front of the race. Fiona Wild losing a bit of momentum too with Juliette Duhaime overtaking almost the champ from Hood River, Oregon.
This is going to be a tight final buoy turn. It's a left turn coming up. Fiona being in front, but there are two girls on her side gunning for that inside line.
And Fiona Wild recovering her first position in extremis, I would say, at the last minute. Look at Juliette Duhaime in second position. Esperanza Barreras only has 100 meters left to unfold her technique and her speed for qualification in the final.
This is truly a dash to the finish line. We've got three racers close enough. I don't see many bumps on the water, so this might be more of a slog to the finish line. Fiona definitely in front. Juliette commanding a little lead over Espe. Espe really has to put the hammer down now if she wants to make this count and make it into the final.
Yeah, and Juliette is feeling the pressure for sure. She's pushing hard. She's going a little bit wide, so maybe not the best line for Juliette Duhaime, as Esperanza Barreras knows what she has to do in order to get that very precious second spot. But look at Juliette Duhaime. Wow! Making a statement now.
Fiona Wild crossing that line in number one. Juliette Duhaime from Argentina in second place, knocking out.
Wow. What a crazy result. Well done, Fiona Wild. Her second victory since resuming SUP racing. She was sixth in the long distance yesterday. And this is her second win in the sprints for the day. Unfortunately, Laura Dal Pont is out of the picture after that fall.
And that's right here now at the second buoy. Laura Dal Pont goes down after a close encounter with Espe Barreras. There you see here, unfortunately, just
the backwash
coming off
from all these riders in front of her. And Esperanza Barreras, the unbeaten girl, has now been beaten. It happened here in Santa Pola at stop number one of the APP World Tour 2023. And Fiona Wild and Juliette Duhaime just did that.
This was close to being a final. Like, we're in finals territory right now.
Absolutely, and you just wait until you see the names in semi-final number 2, because that looks to me, according to the 2022 standings, for me, what could have been the final. We've got Holly with Fiona on the beach. Take it away, Holly.
Thank you, Machu. I'm down on the beach with Fiona Wild, who just won semi-final #1 for the women. Fiona, 2 heats, 2 wins. I must say, you're looking amazing. But who do you think is going to be your biggest competition going into the final?
That's easy, myself. You know, I'm super happy with the first heat, the second heat, you know, and now, honestly, I'm in the finals. So just go out and try and do the same thing again. And this whole process is, it's a process. That's what it is. And I'm just happy to be here and to put 2 good heats in. That's fantastic. So yeah, we go see if I can do one more good one.
Well, our fingers are crossed for you. And back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you very much, Fiona. Thank you very much, Holly. And yes, we are glad to see Fiona back to where she belongs in the final. We've got semi-final #2 lining up with Caroline Kunsel from Denmark, definitely one of the favorites. Cecilia Pampinella from Italy.
We got Marie-Carmen Rivera from Puerto Rico and Melanie Lafenette from France. Wow, Matt, I'm going to say one thing. Powder keg.
You know what?
Someone light a match. This is going to explode.
Absolutely. You know, those four girls are probably the most impressive girls from the 2022 season. And that could have well been a final for sure in 2022. True. But we've got Fiona Wild back. We've got Juliette Duhaime for sure. And who's going to be the other 2 girls joining them in the final? That's, well...
Yeah, so we have Cecilia...
Hold your breath, it's coming up.
We got Cecilia Pampinella on the far left, Carolina Kunsel next, Marie-Carmen in blue, and Melanie far right.
So let's see who's got the best start. Well, it's pretty even with a good push by Marie-Carmen in the middle right there from Puerto Rico on the right-hand side. Melanie Lafenette also looking good at Caroline Kunsel on the SIC has got a slight advantage on that red and white board.
Yeah, Caroline definitely having the priority in terms of buoy placement. They were side by side there for quite a bit. Who's it? Marie-Carmen falling slightly behind Melanie right there.
Yeah, caught in the backwash apparently of Caroline's board. So Melanie now in second place. Cecilia Pampinella has got the inside, so maybe placing third ahead of Marie-Carmen. So Caroline Kunsel and Melanie Lafenette, those 2, they know each other pretty well. Their names grew super big in 2022 with a European title for each of them. But Caroline Kunsel has got the advantage right now over the French girl.
She kept her calm going around that buoy. Who was it? Cecilia Pampinella was down on her... I think she was down on her board. She had a slight stumble there.
I missed that. So Marie-Carmen indeed in third place, as you're pointing out, Casper, on the infinity board. Second buoy now for Caroline Kunsel from Denmark, nice. Followed by Melanie Lafenette from Saint-Maxime in the south of France. We've got Marie-Carmen, who was third at the ISA World Championships in the sprints, precisely on the infinity board. And Cecilia Pampinella, the junior phenomenon, in fourth right now. The first 2 go through to the final, so it's a lot of pressure for these 4 girls right now as Marie-Carmen manages to make a comeback on Melanie Lafenette, who's proven so far that she doesn't finish her sprint races really well. She starts really well, but unfortunately...
Here we go. We got
Here comes the last buoy for Melanie. Let's see if she can
in the water.
Keep her second place.
This is far from over. Marie-Carmen, can she get a good buoy turn and release? No, not quite. She does have a board length to catch up if she wants to be in contention for this final. Caroline playing it smart, trying to milk every single bump. I think Caroline and Melanie's got this.
I think they do, but look at Marie-Carmen closing in a little bit there. Let's see if Melanie Lafenette manages to keep her speed. Losing a bit of space right there behind Caroline, but still a comfortable 5 to 6 meter lead over Marie-Carmen Rivera for Puerto Rico. I think it's over for Cecilia Pampinella unless she's got a miracle bump towards the end. But yes, Caroline, she's got a big smile.
Nice, look at that.
Crossing the line.
She is happy. I know Caroline, I spoke with her this morning. She was super nervous.
And Melanie Lafenette, I'm glad to say, makes the final. Unfortunately for Marie-Carmen Rivera from Puerto Rico, it's over. A good run, though, until the semifinals. And Cecilia Pampinella from Italy is fourth. Wow, we're going to have a crazy final between four very, very strong women.
As we look at the replay going on here, look at the three ladies side by side, Melanie, Marie Carmen, and Caroline, on a healthy portion of the first stretch to the buoy, side by side. Look here, Cecilia Pampinella was down. She might have lost a few crucial seconds there. As we see Caroline, like, look, she played it pretty textbook. Get to the first buoy first, defend, defend, defend. And yeah, almost opened up for an attack there by Melanie. But it was Caroline's to lose.
Wow. Good job. Good job, Caroline, who is actually with Holly on the beach. Take it away, Holly, please.
Thanks, guys. I am here on the beach with Caroline Kunzel, who just won quarterfinal number 2 for the women. Caroline, semi-final. You're through to the final. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. It was such a fun heat and super hard. Got pushed a lot by all these women, but super happy to finish first.
And you seem to be in complete beast mode today. I must say, you're ahead of the girls. You're focused on yourself. You've got your head down. Who do you think will be your biggest competition going into the final?
Oh, that's a tough one, but I think Espe, a pretty good competitor. So, and Melanie, of course, as well. And it's just Fiona. I forgot Fiona. She's so good as well. So I think it's going to be a really, really good battle.
Well, don't forget to tune into the women's final coming soon. Back to you guys in the studio.